Welcome to Body Sites. This is Derek Clark, alchemist, helping companies use nonverbal cues to transform the signals they see into human interaction success stories.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Body Sites. I'm Derek Clark, and today we're going to talk about something that we're going to have a little bit of fun a little bit later, but I want to make sure that you understand the whole purpose, and that purpose is to help you and your business understand that there are universal, regardless of culture, there's some universal facial features and expressions that you can use to help you identify how people are feeling. This should help you interact with anyone from anywhere in the world. So what we're going to do then today is we'll get to that in just a second. But first of all, we want to talk about what like the title today is going to be emoji versus the real face. So what we're going to do as far as having fun and joking around and doing this, basically we're going to look at like real faces, but we're going to compare them to the emojis that are that could be equivalent. So if you're watching, then go ahead and later on, we may ask you to put some of your favorite emojis in. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and put in some questions. Go ahead and put in any comments or whatever, and we'll get to them after after the show's over. Okay, so first thing that I want to do is we're going to talk about some of the. Hang on, let me just take this down real quick. Okay, so now why I want to compare these to Food Fairy. How you doing? All right, so why I want to compare these to these real faces to the emojis is because as a kid, I remember watching cartoons a lot, and I learned a lot about body language from watching cartoons. For example, I learned that this right here is an indicator that someone is completely infatuated with a showgirl. Good job, Tex Avery. It's very useful, except I haven't found to know that this is infatuation, but I don't think that I've ever been able to use it. However, there's another one for medical students. Any medical students out there, you should be able to easily diagnose when your patient has been hit in the head with a load of bricks by the unicorn hump on top of their head and the stars traveling all around their head. Again, I'm not a medical student, so I'm not sure how effective this is, but what I want to do, and of course, these are emojis and cartoons from my childhood. So I would imagine that here in the 21st century, we have new cartoons with new technology, and so I went to look for some just to see what we got here, see what kind of things we got with our new technology. And this is what I found. Bam! So these, I don't know how close to reality these are. I'm not sure about the money mouth face. If that just means that there's so much money that it's being vomited. Not sure. The zipper mouth face, I think that's supposed to indicate, being quiet, keeping quiet. The smiley face with horns, from what I understand, that is like a mischievous type emoji. Now the weary cat face, I don't even whenever I've seen cats, they don't have the open mouth. And the super villains apparently they dress in red. Now the last one was kind of interesting to me that I wanted to include a build cap. When I was kind of reading about emojis and stuff, then I realized that build cap was an indicator of lies. So like slang, it's current slang. So when someone has they might put like a circle circle cancel out symbol, and then a cap. They're saying like there's no lie. This is a real deal here. I don't know if that's what that means, but I just thought it was really cool from a body language perspective that a cap was a good signal for lies. Now, what I want to now, those are just like a couple of like little like emojis that were not so close to reality, but I found some that get used a lot as far as 7 facial features that are universally recognized. There's Dr. Paul Ekman conducted some research, and he wanted to find out if culture had anything to do with our emotions and how we display emotions to other people. And he identified that as he traveled all over the world, even to remote areas, that people had the same, they could recognize certain emotions in each other, and they could send out it when asked, what does this look like? Show me what this feels like. And so we want to cover these 7 emotions today to help you understand how to recognize these indicators when they're shown in your face, and recognize when you see them in others, so that you can interact with people all over the world. Okay, so the first one that we want to go with, what I'm going to do is, like, I'm just going to explain to you what your face should look like, and hopefully you can put your face in that position and let me know if you've like what's the emotion that you feel. Think about what the emotion is you feel. Write it down, or just identify it based on what your face is doing. And so the first one that we're going to cover, what I want you to do is raise your eyebrows kind of straight up into your forehead, and draw them together. Like bring while they're up, then bring them as close together as possible. Then raise the tops of your eyelids as high as you can, and tighten the lower part of your eyelids. And then go ahead and open up your mouth and draw the lips back this way. Okay. Now think about the emotion that you feel. If you want to go, like if anyone wants to go ahead and write it down and put it in the chat section, or put it in the comment section, then we can go ahead and do that. But write down that emotion, or think about that emotion, and it should be, let me put this one up here. It should be this one right here. Should be fear. The eyes up like this, and we could look. This is what it looks like. You know what it feels like now, but let's see what it looks like. Those eyebrows are up and straight, slightly pulled together. The eyes on the top open, and the lower eyes actually tensed, and then his lips drawn back. That's what fear looks like, and you know what it feels like because we just did it. So then you're able to identify when you have those feelings, when you're showing those emotions to other people. Now, the accompanying emoji, I don't know that looks like fear. The eyes don't match the the gumdrop, buttony gingerbread man kind of thing. Maybe that's why it's fear. He's afraid of that. But to me, it looks more like a Smurf mushroom house or a Hobbit house. So I'm going to give this one a 0, a no-go on the looks like the actual emotion. Okay, so we're going to move on to the second emotion, which is okay. Again, we're going to raise our eyebrows, and so go ahead and but this time I want you to arch them if you can, arch them as possible, and then almost so much where you're tensing up your forehead, like it's kind of compressing your forehead. Open up your eyes again on the top, but this time relax, very relaxed the lower part of your eyes, and then I want you to take your jaw and just move it down a little bit to where your mouth is open, your teeth and your lips are separated. Okay, and think about what emotion it is that you're feeling there, what what does that position in your face feel like? And it should be this one right here. That was surprise. You can see this here the surprise on the person's face. I like this emoji because it's got the arched eyebrows, it's got like the wide eyes, and the open mouth. Depending on how surprised you are, the mouth might be dropped a little farther. The one thing though, I think that, yeah, food fairy surprise, very good. The one thing that that this one has is like just under the eyes, it looks like they're tensed, and that's usually seen more in fear, where the lower eyelids are tensed. If you're just joining us, we're going to I'm explaining how to put your face in a certain position that will indicate an emotion that's universal. And so if you feel okay, then go ahead and put what emotion you think you feel in the chat section. So this next one is going to be what I want you to do is take your eyebrows. This time, instead of going up, we're going to bring them down closer to the eyes, and then bring the eyebrows close together, as close together as possible. You may see some wrinkling here in between the eyes in this area called the glabella. Okay. Also, take your eyes and just narrow them slightly, and press your lips together. And then go ahead and put in the chat section, what emotion do you think you're feeling with a face like that? Sometimes if the mouth is open, then you like your teeth may be showing a lot more on this one. This next emotion, so this emotion is going to be anger. This is what it looks like. You can see his eyebrows are close together. You can see that the eyes are narrowed, and you can see the lips are pursed or pressed together. Okay, so the emoji face though, so you can also see that the eyebrows are close together, and the teeth are bared, which can happen. The eyes are not as narrowed, so there's probably not as much anger on the red face. Red face can happen when you're angry. The blood rushes there for just for the emotion and what's going on inside your head. But if you're cold, they can also look red. So this one, maybe I'll give this one a C, a good solid C as far as looking like the actual face. Okay. The next one, what do we got? The next one, this one is sometimes gets confused with anger, but I'll show you the difference. In this particular one, I want you to smile. Give yourself a smile on one side, just one side of your face, a smile. Close your lips and smile only on one side. This is the only unilateral emotion shown on the face, unless there is some paralysis or there was a form of stroke or something. So on one side of your face, then you have this next one, which if you let me see here. So just smile on one side. And if you're not quite sure, think about your teenager doing this one, and then also looking up and then to the right, and then like move over to the left really quick. This one, food fairy, you mentioned contempt for the last one. This one is closer to contempt because it's one-sided. However, this emoji is I'm not sure this looks anything like contempt. He looks stoned, or like he got hit in the head with maybe some bricks, like Wile E. Coyote Super Genius in earlier on. So The difference between the contempt and anger is more that you're going to see the pursed lips on one side. So the next one, where are we at? Oh yes. Okay, so this one, you're going to bring the inner corners of your eyebrows together, and then push them up. So kind of bring your eyebrows as close together as possible, but then push them up in the center. And then take the corners of your lips and just turn them down, and imagine what emotion you're feeling there. Think about it, feel it, and I tell you to feel it, because sometimes when you move your bodies, it can control your emotions. So when you put yourself in a certain position, you make yourself taller, you make yourself smaller, then you psychologically start feeling the emotion that your body is portraying. Sometimes when you feel that way, then you put your body in those positions, but you can reverse it both ways. But this next one is going to be here, that's sadness. When the eyebrows come in closer together, and like the muscles are pushing them up a little bit, then you have then that's sadness. Now, I think the only indicator on this emoji where sadness is really portrayed is just the fact that there's tears there, and of course the downturned lips, but the eyebrows actually look like little smiles. Isn't that so sweet? Okay, the next one is okay. So here, what I want you to do is take your upper lip and just kind of curl it up, just like compress it up against your nose, and um, so that compression may cause a wrinkling here in this part of your nose. So and then raise your cheeks. So raise them up into your eyes, and then kind of tell me, or yeah, look at that food disgust. You like that was right away for you. That's awesome. Um, so that one is disgust. Okay. You can see the wrinkling of the nose here. You can see the and that wrinkling in the nose. It's because the lips come up. Usually, disgust is where you're turning away. You don't like something. You don't want to eat anymore. You don't want any poison to get in your mouth, and so there's a kind of a I don't want to smell that. I don't want to taste it. Okay. I think he's plugging his nose on that emoji, but to me, it looks like a peep, like a little rabbit peep. So last one, number 7. So there are 7 of these indicators. The last indicator is going to be, what I want you to do is take bring the corners of your lips and just like turn them upwards, but high enough so that it causes your cheeks to rise, and it should make your eyes squint a little bit so that you have some what are called crow's feet here on the edge of your eyes. And think about what kind of feeling that gives you. And let's see what it is. It's happiness. So so this is in this case, it's a real smile. You can tell the real smile because the corners of the lips go up, and that tension in the like a relaxed area in the mouth, just pushing it up, makes the cheeks here go up a little higher, and that creates what's called a Duchenne smile. Duchenne smile is when you're smiling so big that it creates some wrinkles here in your eyes. So those actually are all of the 7 universal, again, the universal like emotions that are seen in faces. And you can use this again by just being able to first feeling what you feel, so that next time that you show anger, the next time you show contempt or disgust, you can feel it and maybe check yourself if you need to. But also you can recognize these anywhere across the world. So that's all we have for today. Short one, but next week, what I would like to do is talk about something that Shakira brought up. She made an outrageous claim that the hips don't lie. And so what we're going to do next week then is determine whether that is actually true or not. We're going to find out what happens in the lower regions of the body as far as body language and the signals that they give off. So until next time, unless anyone has any questions, you can go ahead and put them in the chat or put them down in the comment section and I will answer them. And I appreciate you being here. Tell your friends, and next week we'll talk about whether or not hips are liars. Okay. See ya. Take it easy.